It's me, I'm back. It's weird, I got ADHD, autism, and I get super engaged in a flow state when I'm making art. And check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Art. That's not anything. I just put that down. It'll be something someday. I had a bunch of numbers. Let's see if you can see the numbers. I was practicing trying to speak out loud Thai numbers. I know 1 to 10, and then I know further than that as well, to 100, 9 to 1,000. I don't know what 1,000 is, but I know what 900. Gao Roy, Gao Sip Gao, 999. Man, I cannot remember 4 and 3. I can't remember those two. Let's see if I can get to something else. I'm gonna keep going with this, play with it. It was really ugly a second there. You could maybe say it's ugly still, I don't know. But all of this, let me get to the thing that I'm actually going to talk about. And see, even if I like something, I just saw something I really liked. But I'm like, do I want to say out loud that I like it? It's like the moment that I say out loud that I like something, then I become instantly disillusioned with it. So here's something. Obviously, I think I showed this before, an earlier version. I've messed around a lot with it. This is the very beginning, before I brought it into Procreate and Destroy Pics app. And I did some things, and I'll show that right now. Wow. I like that. I like it a lot. I like it. And for a while, I was really not liking it because it's so greenish. And it's like, I keep forgetting. It was even more green for a second there. I keep forgetting that making somebody's face green is ugly. It is not something that is attractive. So I try to kind of put some blue in there, some red. I tried to get the green to go away a little bit. And anyways, I made this video and I put it up on TikTok. And somebody commented, "It's pretty, I don't know." And now I don't know what they meant by that. But the truth is, like, it's so strange making these types of things, making videos, making TikToks, doing art, even drawing in a sketchbook, because it's like this. I try and force it into my head, like, dude, it's just a hobby. It's just a hobby. You're not trying to make money. You're not trying to get status. You're not trying to get people to like you or to get whatever. But we're social creatures. And so that person commented that on my video. And actually, I made the video. I kind of spend too much time on these things too. Because I never get really above 200 views on TikTok, And I get it. I get it. People don't want to just see like a random image. It needs a story behind it. It needs a person behind it talking, and not talking in a soft voice like this. I just don't know. I don't know. But I wrote, yeah, it kind of, I was like, is this person putting me down? Because I can't tell. And, but I wrote back something like, yeah, this is kind of the problem with our attention landscape. Something like that. And then they wrote something else back like, yeah, TikTok doesn't really push art into the for you page and stuff. So I don't think they meant, I think they're just saying, hey, I think this is pretty, but I don't know what do you want me to do with it? And I completely get that. I completely get that. And it really bothers me. It really bothers me. Because this is actually one of those things that I've always struggled with when it came to just art in general. Like, well, I think music, people know immediately how to vibe with music. They can feel it. They can, from an early age, they just can get it. It can bring out emotions. It can bring out all types of things. And it's, I would be lying if I said I didn't want status and attention when it comes to like making art. Yeah, I totally do. I want to be the cool guy. I want to be the known artist that people care about. But I totally kept drawing when I was a kid because I was hoping to get attention. Good attention, positive attention. And partially because I didn't know what else to do. What else can you do if you don't do anything else? I just was like, well, maybe if I just keep doing this, because I don't know any other way of existing. And this has gone into, I like to go and see art where I'm in a second. I've got it up on here right now. I'm going to talk about an artist that I found in Thailand. It's very popular in Thailand. And yeah, but I ask the question, like, so this is really true. Is this something I listened to this other guy talk about the attention economy? You got to get that attention. You got to get that attention. And, if you have a business, you have to get attention. People have to know about it. So it's about trying to get that attention. Now, I'm also just trying to make, today, I thought I was going to make a video today. And I thought it was going to be me being upset trying to talk about. I did get upset about trying to make money. Like, how can I do it? Can I do dumb digital downloads on Etsy? Can I do that? Is that possible? I've tried, but I've only put out like 10 things. And I put out like shirts. But I think I was actually making, what's the opposite of making a profit? I was doing all this shirt stuff and I've sold a few of things that sell in other places, print on demand, and things that I drew myself, but it's like stupid cartoon thing for like a specific kind of instrument stuff. But I think I've been losing money on doing it. And so I was trying to like figure out how can I get Etsy and, do these things. And I don't know, a lot of people, I was going to talk about AI slop today when I did this video, but I'm not going to do that. So do I want to, there's another appropriate thing maybe I'll put up. Maybe I've done that already. I might have showed the other one already. I've done, I think maybe I showed this. I've gone back and I've done more to it. I really, you know what? if you draw, if you doodle, if you make anything, one thing that I've really, really, truly come to terms with is how important and integral it is to just put patterns, do patterns. And it brings, I don't know, it brings the attention. So when I first did this image, all of those things on the side of his face, which I don't know if you can see, they started off half were sort of like teardrops. And then I decided to, like, this other side was fire. And so I put little flame things on there just to playing around, seeing what I could do and stuff. And he had that little tiny, look at that little tiny, what is that? What is that tiny, tiny ear? That tiny, tiny ear. That is the smallest ear. And I thought it was so funny and ugly. It was ugly. And I was like, how am I going to fix this? Because by then it was pen. And I didn't want to, like, all of these, everything that I do, I'm just a sketchbook. It's not going to be anything. And sometimes I get sucked into like one image drawing and I waste so much time and I should move on. But I was like, I got to do something with that. And so I said, you know what? I always forget the ear. That's what kind of happened. So let me just make a ton of ears. I just went crazy with the ears. Ear, 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 ear. And you know, crazy with the eyes. I didn't really like it to begin with. And as I kept drawing on it and doodling on it, I began to like it, you know. I think I'm gonna stop, probably, with this. Weirdly enough, from the very beginning, this thing, and this is kind of the interesting thing about drawing, is that you might find that you like one thing, and it might be some weird. Okay, so when I first started drawing, I got the basic, all of that, you know, the basic weird three-headed thing that's there, and that what became that blue thing over here, just kind of like hair to a degree or something. But then, I mean, early on, and I was playing with the, you know, I have just highlighters. That's what the markers are, is highlighters that I brought with me because they were lightweight enough here to Thailand, which is where I'm at. And I did that whole thing up there. I did that whole thing up there, and it isn't anything. It isn't anything. It's just lines. And for some reason, I like it a lot. I don't know why. I don't know why. It was the only thing on this page that I liked for the longest time. I had to really work on all that other stuff. And that little thing up there was just chilling the entire time, just chilling there, just mocking me with its perfection. Mocking me with its perfection. Why? Why do I think why did I like that so much? I've shown this, but I'm showing it again. People don't watch every single video. I don't even know how people find me. But occasionally I get a couple people, new subscribers. Welcome if you're a new subscriber. I like that one. Turned really nice. I won't show that. This is something I'm working on. I'm gonna keep working on it. It's an ugly head. It was even worse than like before. Before it was worse and it was even more ugly. I've said this before, but when I make something and I don't like it, I have this weird need to like do something, make it something, make it into something that I like or that I can find something good in. Like, for instance, this first image that I also showed before, but I'll show it again. Let me get to it. Oh my gosh. This. Okay, like I like that. I like the sun. That's a sun. Or flower or sunflower. But it's a sun. So I have, I'll show it now. I brought that into Procreate and I tried to play around and make some things, bring some color into it. Right now, Procreate's the best thing to get color going. And then it's collage too, so there's some collage elements in it. I don't think I'll show anything else. I'll save that thing. No, I won't. Why am I saving anything? I like this. This just kind of came out. It's got some pencil in the back there that I should erase, I guess. But I like how it's squiggly, but it looks. It's intentional. It's intentional squiggles. It's intentional squiggles. So like when you're doing something, especially drawing, you put it out there. Yeah, like what can people get from it? Like, okay, looks nice, like, and yeah. So maybe I'll put a video up here. I actually talk in a video. Maybe I'll just sit here and stare at the camera. You can listen to me talk in a video. Oh, here's a little cat. Let's go. Let's say hi to the cat. Doesn't know that I can see it, but I do. Hey there. Hey there, little friend. Hey. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, more. See how I like just walking. Epson. Epson. Okay. I like I like that I can just like randomly walk by. Oh, and it's that guy. It's that guy. I don't know who this is or who does this art, but I'm super into it, and I'm super into this guy. And I think he's a big artist. I think he might be a big artist. And then there's another one of those guys, green, the green guys, and or looks like My Little Pony eyes, right? Anime. Okay, all right. More anime I don't know. My Little Pony isn't exactly an anime. I think that was about a minute that I had that video where I was experimenting. I was trying to put myself out there, and I was walking around with the camera. I only did it for like a minute, but I used the microphone, even though it's loud out there. And that's kind of what I wanted to find out. That even though it's loud out there, if you get the microphone just automatically knows to. I guess it. I don't know. It doesn't know. It's not an AI mic, but yeah, I just kind of talk like this, which is more my style, right? So, and I actually did it one time when I was around people. It was really embarrassing. I was like, oh my God. And I only did it for like 20 seconds before I was like, okay, I'm going to stop this. And I couldn't even think. Maybe I'll play that one. Play that one. Oh, hello. I'm talking right now, and you can see me and hear me. And like I said, I'm embarrassed because there are other people around. But I wonder if, what was I going to say? Oh, I wonder if you can hear me or if it's even good sound quality because I'm trying to figure out. Okay, all right. That's probably enough time. I have a panic attack. Yeah, I had a mask on, bye-bye. And that was part of why I was like I was like, nobody knows me, nobody can see me, and I was like holding my camera like up like this because I don't like to film other people. You know, like I'm gonna put this on YouTube. I don't want to film people. It's weird, even though everybody does it. You know, one of the things around here, I could go to a place where they're like, you know, digital nomads, and I'll see all these people like working on their vlogs or their video or their social media presence or something. It's very interesting. And they need to give me pointers because I'm really shit. I have no capacity, and this is something I talked to my therapist about real quick with you, is this idea that you know, I think one of the reasons I've struggled so much with print on demand, with work, with the different things in life is just it's the autism. I'm so clueless about what drives people. Like I kind of understand it's status, it's money. I'm driven by status and money, but like they're so much better at grasping what gives the status or what cool clothing to wear or what. It's not about clothing, but you know what I mean. It's like all these minutia that I'm not aware of, and I have no idea what I could, like, how. If you said, okay, I'm gonna give you $1,000,000 if you can go out there in the next, you know, for this next month and make some amazing videos and make, you know, very fun vlogs, not the funnest, but for you, just as fun and interesting and oh, so exciting. It would be a disaster. It would be a disaster. I know that, you know, if I was gonna try to, you know, do YouTube in a different way than just ASMR blather YouTube, that's what I do. I would have to do that. It's like I have to understand what people want. And I kind of do. Like when I see it, someone else doing it, I'm like, oh, I see it. But if I try to do it myself, I don't have a clue. Okay, so I'm talking too much. I want to talk about, it was in my video actually, the bunny rabbit guy with the third eye. I've seen this character and I've seen other characters like him in graffiti in so much of Thailand. So let me start this recording. Oh yeah, so I've seen, what do I call it, OBS? A good YouTuber would have this prepared. I will say I want to do more. I'm a lot more, no. No, wait, oh shit. It just popped up. Do you wanna download the new thing? And oh my god. And I just immediately was like, get away. Go away. And I hit yes. So now it's downloading. F it. We're going to alexface.world. Images of Alex Face. I'm hitting alexface.world. See, I love this like little bunny guy. About. Whoa, I can't read Thai names. Pacharapol Tangruin, also known as Alex Face, is a well-known and influential graffiti artist in Thailand. Alex studied architecture at Bangkok's King Mongkut Institute of Technology. He earned a bachelor's degree on Department of Fine and Applied Arts. An interest in architecture led Alex Face to explore and wander the streets and alleys of Bangkok for abandoned buildings. You can find a lot of that in Bangkok. Buildings that he eventually used as a canvas to develop his street art and where he could express himself. He then created Alex Face, a character with an aged, disillusioned child's face, wearing animal costumes. Through his graffiti, Alex Face especially attempts to create a link with the urban population, the underprivileged of Bangkok and the provinces. He now includes images of penguins that have since become famous into his graffiti. Alex considers himself as an artist with a social conscience. His current signature, a quizzical, smoking baby who looks wise beyond his years, at first glance cute, but all the time worrying about the future of the world. The baby idea was inspired by the birth of his daughter. The first time I saw her, she looked angry or worried. Little babies look weird. Oh. He told me. It made him why she looked like that, causing him to reflect on the life she had ahead. I thought, are you not happy to be my daughter? Are you not happy to be in the world? Ultimately, this world-changing personal event has caused Alex to consider the future and in particular to take stock of the changes happening in his own country, the country in which she would grow up. He draws the baby with a third eye as well. I believe in the spirit. That is how I grew up. I feel the spirit, he says. The third eye in his drawings represents another dimension. It's something we can feel but can see with two eyes, but can't see with two eyes. So I add the third eye, which can see what we can't. All right, this is Mr. Alex Face. Okay, here it is. Here it is. There's the Alex. This little character, I guess, doesn't have a name. The artist's name is Alex Face, Bangkok, on Facebook. BKK, that stands for Bangkok. Y'all, Alex Face. Let's go back to the main page. Whoa. So I noticed this character in graffiti and stuff, and I really liked him. See, this is the art and look at that. I like that. This is the kind of artist that I would want to be. And I will never be. I'll never be. It's all right. Don't cry. And I think I will never be because I think I didn't have enough direction when I was younger. You get places. I think I was in so many different directions. And I think, I was going to say, I think I like the idea of being an artist. That's one thing I often have to come back into terms with. Like, I like the idea of art. I like the idea of being an artist. I get depressed so quickly. I get disillusioned so quickly. You know, like all of this video started because I uploaded to TikTok and I watched as I get like 1 view, 10 views. Then someone comments, that's pretty, I guess. I don't know. It's pretty. And And I become, and then I just get down and I go, what's even the point? But I also think, yeah, like, I really would have liked to have been a street artist or been an artist that knew other artists. In Charleston, I met a few, but they were not street artists. And they would have looked at something like this and they would have thought it was a cartoon, or they would have kind of put it down. They were all like trying to be, they thought Renaissance art was like, that's the art. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't want to be rude. Like, really deep, uh, well done oil paintings are beautiful and everything. But like, to me, that's not like the real shit right now. Like, I don't know. Okay, let's go on. I also saw a 3D, I might still have the picture, a 3D sculpture of one of these little guys that I saw. Look at that. See, I like that, but is it supposed to be in black and white? I went to, oh, wow. Wow, I clicked on it. And it became color. See, and that's the type of thing. I'm getting depressed. Like, it's simple, right? It's a simple image. It's just so interesting to me. And I wonder, I mean, I don't know how. I mean, that looks like it's on like a t-shirt. It could be. That's the type of shit you would, like, that would be the interesting shit to put on a t-shirt. I'd wear that t-shirt. You know? Like, I do all this print on demand stuff, but I do it as just like, I just throw. At this point, I throw AI slop up. And I'm like, here's some AI slop. You can go into the comments below for AI slop, or the description box. On my one, anything that's like me, raining inside, raining drops, those are the ones that I definitely did all the stuff. Um, but my other ones, subtle split, is at this point, it's just AI slop. I'm like, here, I don't understand what you people want anyway, so I'm just gonna throw stuff up. I don't know. Fire burning on the wings of hope, fragile petals on our heads, glowing and blazing. We're at the peak of, okay, this is a bit much. I've decided I now hate him. This is the one thing, this is what, not this exactly, but when I was like I did a fine arts degree. And I just like one of the things I've learned as an artist is to do way more under controlled shit. And that's where this comes in, the basis of something. But I have to really like force myself to just don't think too much. And when I did the fine arts and like learning about art and stuff, it put me into this headspace of perfectionism. Another reason I didn't really get far. Because you gotta just fucking do shit. And there's so much, like you make the art and then you make the little, this is my artist, what's it called? The artist thing where it's like they're writing about this is what this means. And it really puts me into this headspace of like, oh, it's all gotta mean something. I look at something like this and quite frankly, I don't know what this guy would say, but some of it would just simply be, I like this image. I don't know why I like this image. I'll keep doing it. And as I do it, I'll figure it out as I do it. I'll figure out why I like this. You know, why do I keep going back to this like baby face or kid face in this weird animal costume thing, in this case flower, with a third eye? What does this mean? Like, I would do so much and I wouldn't know what I was even doing. And that was another thing that I liked about art and personal art was was so it was almost like a way of self-exploration, a way of, you know, when you're dreaming, you you wake up and then you look back on the dream and you go, what the F was that? And you kind of interpret it through the lens of your sane, you're insane when you're dreaming. Your sane, awake life mind looking back on the dream. And when you make art, when I make art, I it's like I'm flowing, I put it out there, and then I like interpret the flow as I'm making it, and then I, interpret it, put some more on top, make it, interpret, and maybe I finish it and I have to step back and go, what is this? What was I doing? And then I figure out what I was doing after I did it. I like this little sculpture. Look at that. Let's go up close. I want to go see where this guy is. Maybe it's in Bangkok. Maybe I can go find it. Solo. Nope. Whoa, 2020. I'm not going to find that. I'm not going to read all that. Let's see more. Before 2009. This looks so weird. It's so, looks like it's on cloth. And these types of things, again in Charleston, or in a lot of Western art. Oh, well, I don't know about that. A lot of these kind of, maybe you call it pop characters. It looks like a pop artist, pop character. It's still, if somebody saw me drawing in South Carolina or something, and they saw me drawing something that looked like this little guy here, they would be like, "Oh, so you're drawing anime? You're drawing a little cartoon? You're drawing fine art." I'm very needy about. Ooh, look at all that. I want people to like envision. I want them to see me as an artist when I'm out walking around. And there's no reason for them to see me as an artist when I'm walking around out in the world. How would they know? I could probably pass this guy. I'd pass this guy on the street and he'd be the artist that did all this and I wouldn't have a clue. I think it comes from, oh, I can move these. Get out of here. Get out of here. Let's uncover, let's unbury. Those little buttons falling off. I think it comes from like an ADHD, autism, always being rejected kind of place. Going like, how do I get the acceptance? For a while, for a long while, way longer than I should have, I centered my hopes of being accepted or being wanted in in a like let me look good. If I could just figure out how to look good, then people would like me. I have no idea where that like it's unconscious thought came from. Because like when it comes to like men and women, it's usually not the guys that really immediately jump to, if I look good enough, people will like me. But that's definitely what I did. And there's a little smoking baby. It's interesting too. Even from the very first time I saw one of these things, I was reminded of that book, the children's book in America. I mean, I think it's mostly, well, I don't know. I don't know if it's American, mostly known, but that book, the monster book, where the little boy, it's an elementary school book, where the monsters are, something like that. And I kept thinking, actually, when I first saw the baby with the rabbit ears, I just kept thinking, oh, he ripped off that book. He ripped off the monster book, where the wild things are. Where the wild things are. That's what I kept thinking of. And we are all like, there are no new ideas. We get influenced by random things. Sometimes we don't even know where the influence comes from. That's also why I don't mind AI slop, because AI learns just like we learn. It just takes all these different things and creates an amalgamation of them. And you can say, hey, draw this bunny character like Vincent van Gogh. And the AI will just go, yeah, okay. And it'll give you a Vincent van Gogh version of this. I don't know why that doesn't bother me. There are so many artists that are bothered by that. But I'm like, yeah, whatever. Is this a koala? What is this? What is this guy? Or is it a dog? A doggy? And they've got, this is kind of interesting. They have clothes on in that one. And there's two. It's a boy and girl. Yeah, honestly, I'm way more interested in street art than like, I wish I wasn't such a like a scaredy cat. I can't do street art. I wonder what the amount of planning and stuff, like when you find a location to go to, and then you have to plan it out. What is this person? What's in the basket? What's in the basket? That's a big one. That's a big image. I like, you know, I have a lot of street art videos that I've taken and pictures. I'll have to do a video about that. I love that you can just like turn a corner around here and just see some like cool shit. That's what I like to have. And wait, didn't they say something about penguins? Is that a penguin? Oh, he's crying, and it's like his other self isn't there anymore. I feel like I need to start going quicker now. Is that a penguin? I ain't no penguin. It's a bird of some kind. Where are these penguins? All right, well, this is a lot. Yeah, I like this though. I like all these. And again, I like the fun thing about street art is that if you don't know you're going to see it or find it or stumble upon it or whatever, and then you just randomly see something out in the world, and it's just like an interesting little piece of art for anybody to wander onto. When I was a kid, save your child political shit. When I was a kid, I would always like go on journeys. What is this? I'd go, not journeys, but I would go into the woods, or I would go into, this is interesting. It's like a weird pineapple face thing, and that's very cool. I like that. And I'd always hope that somehow I would just stumble onto a waterfall or, like something interesting. That I could be the person that finds the cool spot. And of course, like any cool spot has already been found by other people. And I'm not even into nature. But the thing about street art, is this a penguin? This ain't no penguin. The thing about street art is that it gives me that same sensation of like you're wandering, going here, going there, and then all of a sudden, especially if it's something like this, where you'll be like, whoa, it's now I know Alex Face. It's Alex Face's work. It's that bunny character with the baby bunny. That one's interesting. And some of it's just very interesting. Like he's like, oh, they're plastic water. I couldn't tell what was in there. They're plastic water bottles. There's 3 little turtles, and he just went diving. He's cleaning up the water. The turtles say thank you. That's really cool. I like that. Okay, okay. That was fun. Exhibitions 2020 2020. Shop coming soon. Wonder how long that's been up. Street art in Thailand. What? That's a reference to the band that I literally can't think of the name, but you know who it is. This is interesting. I see. I like that. I don't know the references. What is the band? God. I just want to say U2 now. It's not U2. I feel embarrassed. That's my mind. I've learned if I ever needed to say something or give me information and I want it immediately, even if it's like the most obvious thing, my mind will just be like, no, F you. You're not gonna. Urbane Kunst, what, like street art in Thailand? What is this? What does this mean? What is this? Am I gonna download a PDF? Okay. Street art in Phuket. Street art in Thailand, hotspot Bangkok. Okay. Okay, this is stuff. 2021. Alright. She loves me, yeah. What is that band? That is the most famous band in the universe that I can't remember. John Bon Jovi. That's it. See some like other people's ADHD. Do I want to click on that? Other people's ADHD really it lets them jump around a lot and they but they're not so disoriented and they can at least hold on to their thoughts and thinking, even if their like compulsion is to jump around, jump around, jump around. For me, for me, it's like the thoughts in my mind are like shadows, like they're out the corner of my eye, and if I look towards it, it like disappears. And so I have to like do this weird game where I can't look too, I can't, look directly at what I want to look at. I have to kind of go like, oh, look over there. Okay. And like kind of get a glimpse. What if there's no heaven? It's easy if you try. Imagine all the people. That's who sings the song. Yoko Ono was his wife. I can think of literally everything around. The Beatles. Fuck. Oh my god. The Beatles. Well, okay, so that was fun. That didn't tell me too much about Alex's face, though. So that was like Beatles back there. Oh my goodness. Images of Alex's face. Let's go to images of Alex's face. Oh, look, that's who he is. I could walk past this dude. I'd be like, who's that sucker? He's a nobody. And then I'm like, I'll look him up on here. He's drawing with his kid. Art toy. Like I've seen the art toy. Yeah, something right now with like some upscale brand. He's doing upscale brand collabs. See, it's like kind of crazy because I'd want to be the fine artist guy that does the upscale brand. But if I did it, I'd be like, I'm selling out. I'm nothing. Bangkok City Gallery. Vogue. Yeah, this is all very cool. There's so much. There's so much. So much. Feel free to go check out Alex's face in your free time. Where's the City Gallery? Maybe I can find Bangkok City Gallery in Sathorn, Bangkok. Maybe it's actually exhibiting right now. I'll try to do that. I'll try to figure out some place that I might be able to see some stuff. I like that. I like the. I'm really digging like the art, 3D, whatever you call it. Crap. It's not 3D art, like toy art. I think that's kind of cool. It's this new like fine art, toy art stuff. And yeah, it's funny as artists, like one of the things that you kind of have to do. Lumpini Park, I know where that is. So like it's like literally right where I've been. I've been near there. Gotta find the City Park, City Gallery. As an artist, you find this one thing and you keep doing it over and over and over again. And I think that's the idea. And I find it interesting. I guess I'll talk more later because I've hit an hour of talking, and but I've got, like I said, videos and pictures of different street art around here. So I'll do a video about that, um, and maybe a couple people will enjoy it. I don't know. I like gives me a reason to talk, even if I'm talking to myself. Uh, Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me. And hey, it's a video where I'm not like completely talking just about my problems with autism and ADHD and weird issues that I have. It's also about art sometimes on this channel. So thank you. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.